The 2024 Fiat 500e is an electrifying blend of style, efficiency, and modern technology, making it an ideal urban companion. With its iconic design, range of almost 200 miles, this EV promises both charm and practicality. So why don't you join me in this video checking out the 2024 Fiat 500e. All right, before we dive into this vehicle specifically, let's quickly talk about the trims that the 500 and 500e are offered in. And yes, you can still get a gas-powered Fiat 500. This one is the E, it's all electric. And according to Fiat's material on this vehicle, you have a 500e Action, a 500e Passion, a 500e Icon, or a 500e La Prima. But if you go to Fiat's website and choose the 500e, you're presented with three options. You have the Inspire Red, the Inspired by Beauty, and the Inspired by Music. Each of those are pretty specific built vehicles. This one is the Inspired by Beauty, hence the rose gold, which we'll get into in just a second. And it is the Prima Bella. With all that known, let's dive into the exterior design. Then we'll jump inside, take a look at the interior. We'll take it for a drive, and I'll give you my thoughts on all of it as we go. The exterior here of this 500e in rose gold exudes a unique blend of modern chic and classic charm. The rose gold finish adds a fresh, trendy twist to the iconic Fiat 500 silhouette, making it stand out in urban settings. It's definitely a cute car. It's the first word that came into my mind, and it's the word that I've heard others describe it as I've been driving it. Definitely not something that I would pick to drive, but it does stand out. The rounded corners and compact dimensions remain true to the original design, while the metallic hue elevates its aesthetic appeal. The front fascia features sleek oval headlights that give the car a friendly, approachable look. The headlights are not only stylish, but also incorporate advanced LED technology for improved visibility. The signature Fiat badge sits proudly on the small, stylish grille, which is complemented by clean lines and minimalist bumper design. And I do like that the new headlights are not fully round. They're actually cut off by the hood, but the round motif is kept with the eyebrows on the hood. You also have the side lamp that has the Italian flag in there, harking back to the roots. You do have the two-tone 17-inch wheels with Pirelli tires. Along the side, you have the La Prima 500e badge that really stands out there. From the side, you can see the short overhangs and compact body, highlighting the 500e's urban agility. Around the back are the traditional Fiat 500 taillights in all LED. Of course, that small hatch that we will open up. We've got a small body-colored spoiler, the Fiat badge, the 500e badge, and of course, being an electric vehicle, no exhaust ports. And just for contrast, yes, I am 6'1", a bit of a bigger guy, and I dwarf this little vehicle. So looking at the rear cargo area, the 500e offers a practical cargo space considering its compact size. The hatch provides approximately 7.4 cubic feet of cargo volume. This space is adequate for everyday items like groceries, small luggage, or a couple of backpacks. For additional storage needs, the rear seats can be folded down to expand the cargo area, accommodating larger items for extra baggage or longer trips. Despite its small footprint, the 500e manages to balance style and utility effectively. All right, and let's touch on what powers the 500e. You do have a permanent magnet electric motor. It has an output of 87 kilowatts or 116 horsepower. You have 147 pound-feet of torque. Acceleration from 0 to 60 should be approximately 9 seconds with a top speed of 93 miles per hour. The battery capacity is 42 kilowatt hours. It is a lithium-ion battery with a range up to 199 miles on a full charge. AC charging up to 11 kilowatts will give you a full charge in around 4 hours, while DC fast charging up to 85 kilowatts will get you up to 80% in approximately 35 minutes. So it is a smaller battery pack. You get less range, but it does charge a little more quickly than most because it is such a small pack. All right, guys, with that, let's go ahead and touch on the interior of the 500e. We do have the cream-colored interior with these vegan leather seats. I think they do look really nice. They are comfortable. Overall, the interior is minimalistic, not really on a premium level, but looks really nice. Let me give you a good look around. Let's start off by kicking the vehicle on. You do put your foot on the brake, push the power button there, and you'll be greeted with some chimes, and then pretty much every time it says put your foot on the brake and turn on the vehicle again. Now it's ready to drive. Your gear shifter consists of buttons here on the dash. So you have park, reverse, which does bring up a pretty crappy quality backup camera. Of course, neutral and drive, back into park. You'll definitely notice your 10.25-inch touchscreen display here. Got plenty of different menus and things to go through. It does have built-in navigation, and you can see your AC and heat controls here, including your heated seats. Under that, you also have redundant buttons for your AC and heat controls, all physical buttons, which is nice. Below that, you have a USB Type A cord for interfacing with your infotainment system. You also have a wireless phone charger down here, so you can throw your phone on and wirelessly charge it. Again, our shifting buttons. Down on the floorboard is a cup holder. This does lift off, and if you put something tight in there, it will like pull it up instead of just giving you your drink. A little bit annoying. Back up here on your console, you do have your drive mode select, which we'll talk more about as we drive, electronic parking brake, and your volume control, and of course like a mute and turn off function. You have a little cubby here which includes another USB Type A and USB Type C charging ports and a DC accessory charger, some storage space, armrest slides back and forth, has a little bit of cushion in it, and you get a little bit of a cubby here. Moving up to the steering wheel, it does have a flat bottom to make it easier to get in and out. I like the two-tone with the cream and black. You've got all of your physical buttons on the steering wheel that you would expect to have, including all your cruise settings. And then behind the steering wheel is the driver information display. Not very large, but gets the job done. You can see your charge and miles left on this side, and your power and charge on the other side. And of course, your speed, dead center. All pretty standard. We'll look a little bit more at it as we drive. As far as the doors go and extra buttons on this side, you do have a button here for getting in and out of the door. So you just push in on that and push out to open your door. And then you get some Easter eggs like a little Made in Torino emblem with a little design of the old Fiat 500. All pretty cute, really nice. As far as the back seats go, they're pretty much non-existent. In a pinch, if you've got a smaller driver or passenger up front, you could scoot the seats up and get a smaller child or somebody small back there. It definitely wasn't holding my kids and definitely not behind my driving position. So when we did take this out, it was just me and one other person. So I didn't get a ton of family time in this thing, but I did get some driving time. So let's talk about the drive and what you can expect there. The driving experience of the 500e is both engaging and practical, especially for urban environments. The instant torque provided by the electric motor makes acceleration swift and responsive, offering a sense of agility that enhances city driving. Navigating through traffic and tight corners is a breeze thanks to the vehicle's compact size and short overhangs, which allows for precise handling and easy parking. On the road, the 500e feels stable and composed with its low center of gravity, contributing to a smooth and comfortable ride. The quiet operation of the electric powertrain further enhances the driving experience, eliminating engine noise and providing a serene cabin environment, although road noise is a bit of an issue, especially on rougher roads. Also, the shorter wheelbase on rougher roads does bounce quite a bit. That's not unique to this vehicle in particular, but the shorter wheelbase will jar you a little bit more than a bigger vehicle. We do have driving modes, which include normal, range, and Sherpa. These allow for a tailored driving experience. The normal mode balances performance and efficiency. The range mode optimizes the vehicle's energy use for longer trips. Sherpa mode maximizes range by limiting power consumption and optimizing climate control settings. This flexibility ensures that the 500e can adapt to various driving conditions and preferences, making it a versatile choice for everyday use. And overall, my experience driving the 500e has been relatively good. Again, the road noise, the bounciness of the shorter wheelbase is something that you have to get used to if you're not already used to being in such a small vehicle. All right, after that drive, let's talk about the price and competition real quick. You have a starting MSRP of $32,500 for the 500e. Higher trims can get around $38,000. And what we're sitting in here does have an MSRP around $36,000 to $37,000. So it is quite a bit for such a small package. This can be compared to things like the Mini Cooper SE all electric, which has a starting MSRP of $30,000 with a range of 114 miles, so less miles on a full charge. You could look at the Nissan Leaf, which has a base price of $28,000 and gets you a range up to 149 miles at base, but you can get an extended range for 226 miles. You could also look at the Bolt EV, which we've driven and reviewed not too long ago. Its base price is $31,000 and has a range up to 259 miles. And then the Hyundai Kona Electric, which I've driven the Kona plenty of times, but I haven't driven the EV version, has a base price of $34,000 and a range up to 258 miles. So out of all of those, the 500e kind of sits in the middle, has a decent amount of range, a little bit higher of a price tag, but not outrageous considering its competition. With that, let's jump out and I'll give you some of my final thoughts and we'll wrap this up. So at the end of the week, the 500e shines as a compact, stylish, and efficient vehicle. The iconic design matched up with this fresh rose gold paint finish brings a new appeal to urban driving. The interior, though compact, is well designed and tech savvy, providing a comfortable driving experience. Overall, the 500e is a well-designed, compact EV, very compelling for urban drivers. It stacks up pretty well on its competition, although the price tag on this thing is a lot for the size of vehicle that you're getting. If you're in the EV market, there are definitely a lot of great vehicles to consider outside of the 500e. But if you just love that Italian 500 charm, you're looking for an EV, you don't need to haul much or have people in the back. This is a pretty good commuter. You're not getting a ton of range with it. But again, if you're in an urban setting where it's easy to charge and you're not putting a ton of miles each day on it, it can definitely work. With that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the 500e, especially this rose gold. Subscribe to the channel if you're into automotive reviews, especially EVs. We've got quite a few nowadays. Also, go check out TXGARAGE.com for a lot of written reviews, as well as event and news coverage over there by a lot of great authors, not just myself. Got a lot of interesting stuff going on TXGARAGE.com. Worth checking out. But with that, that's all I got for this one. I'm checking out. See you next time.